don't know, and they just give up.
Mhm.
Just didn't have a massage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to What You Didn't Know. I'm your host, Marcus Bethade, owner of C3 Wellness. And this week, our guest is Roland, here to talk about IV therapy. So, we're going to break down why IV therapy is important, the certain things that people did not know about IV therapy and why you need it, and just talk about how it'll improve different aspects of your life. So, Mr. Roland,
Hi.
let's get into talking about this. So, give us a little background of IV therapy.
So IV therapy is more like a supplement for people to get more vitamins and
Hmm.
minerals into their body, because the body does not hold vitamins. We use vitamin and it's just constantly replenished from different food groups and stuff that we eat. But the body is supposed to stay in a sort of normal state where it's supposed to naturally be able to constantly be using vitamins uh, and minerals.
Hmm.
Sometimes what happens is, as we talk, as we work, as we sweat, we just lose um, water, fluid, and that's what causes our dehydration. So this is where IV therapy at C3 Wellness comes in.
Okay. Now I do know that with IV therapy, it's a faster absorption rate, whereas you have the oral vitamins that you take. It kind of has like a 30-40% absorption rate. When you drink fluids and things of that sort, it has kind of like a 50-60. But when you inject it directly into the veins, it has more of a 100% absorption rate. Tell us a little bit about how that's more beneficial.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. When we eat and we drink stuff, it has to go through our digestive system, which takes a while for it to get to the small intestine where it's absorbed into our blood or into our bloodstreams. As now, if you take something sublingual, you put it under your tongue, it's much faster um, being absorbed. But if you put an IV directly into the vein, it's even faster, like 100%
Mm.
faster. So this is why the IV really helps,
Okay.
you know?
Now, I know a lot of people sometimes don't realize how dehydrated they are throughout the day. A lot of people lose, like you said, lose moisture just by working and moving, and sometimes they confuse hunger with being thirsty. So, explain how IV therapy kind of helps with that to kind of differentiate the difference between the two and what your body actually needs versus what your body think it needs.
Yeah, so our body is like 75% water. And we need that water for a host of different reasons. The
Hmm.
muscles can't function normally if you don't have enough hydration. First instinct is our tongue will start to get dry. That
Hmm.
tells us we're getting thirsty.
Hmm.
Some people don't even drink water all day long,
Right.
and like you say, they mis misinterpret that for being a little hungry.
Hmm.
And sometimes they eat something or they will drink coffee.
Hmm.
The caffeine causes more dehydration.
Hmm.
So uh, drinking water, of course, hydrates you, but when you use the IV, it
Hmm.
helps to sustain a little longer because it goes directly into your bloodstream.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's the better way to go by using the IV.
Okay. Now, what
Yeah.
most people don't know is that the longer you ignore that thirst, the more your body get used to you not really drinking. They kind of feel as if, okay, well, I go all day long, but your body kind of build that tolerance of not drinking, and it lowers your thirst, which isn't a good thing. Which is why they really don't understand the necessary need of IV, and how it really hydrates them and gives them that energy.
Yeah.
Explain how being dehydrated kind of plays a part in like mental focus and clarity and things of that sort.
Yeah. So when you don't have enough volume in the body, the blood can't circulate and carry enough oxygen to
Mm,
the brain, for one, to keep you hydrated and keep you feeling alert
mm,
and being aware and everything. So as we lose that water and we lose the blood volume, what starts to happen is eventually, when it gets chronic with some people, they
mhm,
start to develop cramps,
mm,
cramps in the calves, cramps in the big muscles, in the quads, in the hams. They do anything, they start getting cramps like really quick. They get very lethargic. They get very slow. They get sluggish. They
Hmm.
can't think right. Foggy brain. When we hit them with the IV, they perk up and they can't believe how this thing actually helps them. So
Hmm.
the IV goes directly to the veins. We sit there for 30, 45 minutes and just absorb 1,000 milliliters of the vitamins that we put in there, and eventually people come back and they say, well, this thing is really helping,
Okay.
as opposed to just drinking water. Sometimes you have to be a little more aggressive,
Correct.
and I think the IV takes it to that level.
Okay. So
Yeah.
explain at C3 Wellness, what are some of the things that IV therapy can help with when it comes to human conditions?
Yeah, dehydration for one, sore, achy muscles, um, foggy brain, that type of syndrome. People sometimes they feel very, very tired, very dragging. For
Hmm.
months, people will feel like they're dragging, and
Correct.
then they hear about the IV, and we set them up with it, and they feel much, much better,
Okay.
and they keep coming back.
Okay. Give us some reactions to some of the clients that have gotten IV therapy and how they felt after the treatment.
Well, some people, they have to run to the bathroom. That's one. That's a good sign.
Yes.
So we always, you always want to measure the input and the output. If you're not going, then you have to go see a doctor or something is wrong. So most people, they love the service here for one, and the IV perks them up. It gives them a boost so they can go about their day and feel normal again. Driving, imagine people waking up in the morning, calling us and telling us they just woke up, driving to work, and they feeling down. They feel like they can't even start their day. So we encourage them. They come get the IV, and it perks them up.
Okay.
And it lasts for a long time.
Hmm.
Somehow it just kickstart all the it helps the metabolic process in the body to continue working,
Okay.
maintain that homeostasis in the body.
Nice.
Is what I'm looking for.
Okay, good
Yeah,
stuff. Now I know a lot of people come in to get IV therapy for recovery of jet lag or to avoid jet lag.
yeah.
You got people that recover from physical activities and things of that sort. One good thing, of course, a lot of people know that it helps with is hangovers.
Hangovers is a
So
big
it
one.
does help with that because
Yeah,
people don't realize how much water or fluid that alcohol drains from you. They
yeah,
think that just because they're draining it, kind of like, oh yeah, I'm good, but nah, it kind of dehydrates you more. So
yeah,
hangover is definitely a good
yeah. So the IV sorts of flush out the alcohol in the
one. Hmm.
system and replaces it with sodium chloride and the vitamins that we put in there. So it
Okay.
definitely it's a sort of a quick fix for a hangover.
All right. Definitely
Yeah.
encourage people to get it because you don't know what you don't know until you get it and realize the benefit of it.
Yes.
Okay. So that wraps up this week's episode of What You Didn't Know. Again, make sure you come in for IV therapy to see the everlasting results of more beneficial health benefits from it. All right. That wraps up this week's episode of What You Didn't Know. Again, my name is Marcus Bethay, the owner of C3 Wellness.
I'm Roland Solano, the IV therapist.
And make sure that you follow us on our social media outlets and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time.
Have a good day.